Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful day with us on Live with Lloyd. I am your host, astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. I have a very, very unique guest on. She was here a couple of months ago. She has these wonderful products that we're going to talk about, and it's very alternative to the health. But before I do that, I need to introduce my sponsors. Okay, let me see. Let me do this. Okay. All right. Today's show is brought to you by my sponsor, Manifest on Purpose, Miss Kimberly. And she is on Google, uh, Apple, Spotify, and wherever podcasts are known. I would advise everybody to listen. If you want to kind of really figure out how to manifest things on purpose, this is the person. So she's my new sponsor. I thank her very, very much. And of course, my other sponsor, Brother King Simon, my man. Well, you would know when they talk about a brother from another mother, literally, he is it. And I can't thank him enough. So these are our two sponsors. Please support them by going to uh, visit them or whatever the case is. And also with Simon, his seminar that he did is now available in a 3-hour recorded webinar. So that's available. But before we start and bring on my distinguished guest, I want to let you know that today is not Monday, it's Wednesday. Boy, I'm going to get it together if you listen. But it's Wednesday, so we don't pay Monday no mind. But it is December the 6th. That much is true. The sun is in Sagittarius. The moon is, in fact, in the sign of Libra. It's a 1 universal month, a 2 universal week, a 7 universal day. So Pisces and Cancer and Libra and Taurus. I think my guess is a Pisces too. And those that are born on the 6th, the 7th, the 15th, the 16th, the 24th, and the 25th, well, this is your day. Let me do this. I'm going to bring myself on first. Rarely do I listen to myself. I'm serious. When I do my shows, I'll maybe review the people that made the comment sections. I'll make a note of that, but rarely. But yesterday, I was listening to the review I did on Monday, and especially the best day you were born on. And I was talking about this plane incident, flight 1549. And I was explaining about that the planes don't crash on a Thursday. This is the only one in the United States that did crash on a Thursday, but it didn't break up into pieces. All the passengers, all the crew members, everybody except the luggage. But hey, I'll let the luggage go anytime, to get off the ship or the aircraft. But anyway, I said that at the time the first and only African American governor was my mind said David Patterson, my mouth said David Dickens. So let me get this straight. This is the 55th governor of New York City at that time, Mayor David Patterson, who was born on February the 20th of 1952. He was the 55th governor, and he was the governor between 2008 and 2010. It is the only African-American governor since then, and I know him personally. Also, another person I know personally is this man who I mistakenly said was the first African-American governor. No, he was the first New York City mayor of African-American descent. And he was born on July the 10th of 1927. He was the 106th mayor of New York City between the years of 1990 and 1993. And it's interesting. This is the newest governor, the second African-American governor, who I also know of New York City. He is the 110th mayor, and he won the election in 2022 up until the present. What's the difference between, it's interesting, New York City is ruled by the number one. Well, Honorable David Dinkins, bless his soul, was born on the 10th, and Eric Adams is born on the 1st. They're both number ones, and they both have a distinction of being number one. So that's the nature of number ones anyway. They're normally the first to do this, first to do that. So I thank him. So in this case, I was blessed to know all three men. David Dinkins has passed on, bless his soul, but that's it. But anyway, without further ado, I want to introduce my very, 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 very special guest. And that is Denise Jeremiah. Hold on, let me get this straight now. There we go. Hey, Denise, welcome back.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Now, let me see if I can recall. When I first talked to you and read you, you had talked about how you've been a airline stewardess for a number of years, and then you
Yes.
went to Brazil. And when you were in Brazil, that changed your life, that led you to do what you do now. So, can
Yes.
you recap that, and then we can move forward?
Oh, sure, of course. Yeah. So I was a flight attendant truly for Continental and United Airline for 32 years, and from that point, from like what 87 to 2019, and I started an herbalist course and journey in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where I was learning everything I needed to know about what I do today, finding out and fine tuning all the stuff I've been doing, basically all of my life, learning the why. Why do you do what you do? Understanding the fact that, healers are people that are born to this planet. It's not something that you just decide you're going to do, like you want to start painting with numbers or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something that's inherently inside of you. It's a gift from God, and it's something that you've been doing since you were born. That's what I've been doing since I was a little girl. I've never really been a person to take, chemical meds, prescription drugs or anything like that. I've always just taken care of myself from the earth. So yeah, and so learning the hows and the whys, you are what you are and what you do, that was important to me to know. And then, getting all these downloads, it was just like, it was very impactful for those many months, just all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, all night long, from, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock at night till 5, 6 in the morning, my hands are just writing all of these formulations and fine tuning them.
Whoops,
And it was
whoops.
just pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then of course quit my job, retired, started my business, and I've been doing this ever since, even through COVID and everything else. And I never took a loan out from the bank. I supported several households with, what God told me to do. So I'm
Wow.
really thankful. I'm thankful to the Most High for everything that He's put in me. It's an
Question.
honor, a
Now,
privilege.
you travel all over the world as an
Hmm.
airline stewardess.
Yeah.
What was it about Sao Paulo, Brazil, that made you decide to study herbology and led to what you do now?
I honestly, I can't even tell you. It was truly, I can honestly say it was just God driven. It was literally God driven, because I have been everywhere, and it's true. But right there, it is one of the purest places. I don't know. They have fruit and everything just right there. I know people said a lot of crazy stuff about Brazil, but Brazil is a very holistic place, just organically, or a holistic place. They have wonderful fresh fruit every day all over the place. That was the first time I'd ever heard anybody say to me that they were boycotting, watermelon from, I think at that time it was China, and they were saying that it was fake fruit. It was fake watermelon, and I was like, really? And so it was just an interesting place. But they have some of the most beautiful places, organic for herbs and things of that nature. And the lady that I learned from, her place was just so gorgeous. And you walked in, and the smells and the sights and the sounds, and we would actually, her store is actually kind of outside in a garden. It's not even enclosed, and it's just overlapped with all of these beautiful, bougainvillea and things of that nature. It's just gorgeous. And I was just like shocked, like, how do you not have bugs and things of that nature? But she had copper and stuff like that, and then there's copper in my hair, and I even have copper in my water cup, because and I put it in the ground in my plants, and it's true, you don't get bugs.
Hold up. Repeat that. Where do you get copper from? Hold up, hold up. What is with copper and bugs again?
Yeah. So there had been like this thing. I it's become the thing here, but that was very normal for them there. Like they have copper, and they would, take the copper and wrap it on sticks and stick it in the dirt, and it just enhances the growth of their plant life, and it actually repels bugs. And so I actually wonder, I'm like, why is it that I'm not getting bit, and there's no bugs flying around. There was no flies flying around, things of that nature. And it was just so super organic. She's copper. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. But, it's amazing what copper does, and we don't realize what it actually does. Like even, we had copper in our plumbing growing up. Now
Yeah.
they've replaced all of that with PVC and plastic or whatever, and other materials, and it causes us to lose a lot of our brain capacity. It causes our hairs to gray. It causes us to weaken, actually. And so actually infusing copper back into your body just by way of wrapping around your hair, or like I said, even like my water here, I have I even have it on my little stick here and I have it inside of my water cup, and it actually changes the molecular pattern of the water, and it infuses the copper into your body. So yeah.
Where do you get the copper from? How did you weave it in your hair? I don't mean to tell you all the secrets, but how do you do that?
Well, yeah, it's literally just copper wire. Like they sell it everywhere. You can get it from anywhere from Hobby Lobby to Home Depot. They actually sell copper wire, and you can just wrap it around a little strand of your hair. In the back here, you can tie it inside of here. You can wrap it around, the base of the hair or something like that. You can do that. Yeah, you've even seen it where they even wrap it around crystals. You notice how they'll
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you're actually receiving those properties as you're having it on your body.
Yeah, because they even make copper rings, especially here in Brooklyn. I mean, here in New York City at Nicholas Brooklyn in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
There's a guy that sells these copper rings. They're the most beautiful. And in fact, some people carry copper in their what they call it, their medicine bag.
Mm-hmm.
That they carry on their person. They carry copper with them.
Correct. It's wonderful. It has huge healing properties. Huge healing properties. We don't realize the stuff that we throw away or take for granted, but it really has huge healing properties. Absolutely. That, and of course silver too, but copper definitely.
I remember there was a time where there used to be, and when people would steal material out of buildings, it was always the copper.
Copper. Mm-hmm. They were taking copper out of the air conditioners and things of that nature. Even I remember years ago, back when they were starting with the cell phones and stuff, they had people pirating and going around the train. What do you call it? The train lines and things of that nature, taking copper and breaking up and stealing copper. And it was worth quite a bit of money. I don't know how much it's worth now, but it was worth quite a bit then. That was when they were doing all the fiber optics and stuff. Remember that?
Yes, I do. Definitely.
Yeah.
Now that you were in Sao Paulo and went to this herbologist, what was the very first product you yourself manufactured? And what's so impressive is you didn't have to go to a bank, or at least you didn't go to a bank. You really did these things on your own. Can you tell us about that? What inspired you to say, I want to do this, I want to manufacture this, make this, and I want to make it available for the public? Because I know you got a great response. And the product you sent me was out of this world.
Thank you.
No, thank you. That's it. So what was your first product? What made you decide to, okay, later for flying all over the planet, I'm going to stop focusing on doing this?
That's funny. I'm sitting here in front of this. Okay, so I do have all my products around me a little bit, most of them.
So I'm gonna put this on hold like this. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay, so this is my first product that I ever made, and it has finally become perfected. But this was the body cream, and this was actually a hand cream, and I used to make it on the airplane because we wash our hands constantly. On a 10-hour flight, you can wash your hands 50 times. And so we have some of the hardest, driest hands. And so I used to always make it like at home and just have it sitting on the counter in the kitchen, in the galley. And people would just come by and grab it and always use it. So this was my very first item that I ever had. And they were like, "Oh, you should take that and put it on the Shark Tank." And I've always been scared of Shark Tank. I'm
Yeah, me too.
scared.
They don't play. They don't play.
I'm scared of them. So I was like, I just don't think I can do that. And because I had a girl from Hawaii, she used to use it, and she had, the blotches on her skin, that, we get kind of age blotches, and she started using it on her face, and she came back a month later to show me that the blotches had disappeared. And then that's when she was telling me I should go and be on Shark Tank. But again, fear was a factor for me. I was frightened. And so that was my
Can
first
you put
item.
that product closer to the screen so people can see the name of it?
Sure. Let me see if I can get that right.
There you go.
Is that right? Okay.
Blessed body cream.
Blessed body cream. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's good for men too, right?
It's good for everybody. In fact, not only is it good for everybody, but it's good for every part of the body. So it's good for the face, the hair, and the rest of the body. So
I want to order that. I want to order that for me.
I thought I put some in your box.
Did you? I don't know. You gave me so many goodies, boy. I mean, I've been enjoying it.
Well, you can always get more. I literally just created more today. So it's completely back in stock. The 8-ounce and the 2-ounce are back in stock. So this is like a travel size. And then this is your normal, counter size, so that you can have it on your vanity, on your, dressing table, wherever you have it. But yeah, so I use this, and you can make this into a hair mask to make sure the hair is moisturized and soft. You can put it on your skin at night. You can also put it on your body after you bathe or shower. And what happens in the morning, your body is moist and wonderful, like you just stepped out of a fresh bath and moisturized all over. So it retains the moisture in the body, and it sloughs off all of that dead skin. And you'll love that factor. It's people up north, when it's freezing cold, you're going to thank yourself.
And I'm in New York.
Okay? Yeah, you thank yourself for having this product. That's for sure.
So that's Blessed Body Cream. I'm going to order that for me. Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we men need to take care of ourselves too, You
do. We kind of like to rub up against our men and feel something soft and not a bunch of, alligators. We do. We like to feel soft and cuddly too.
Okay. I'm sure the men are gonna say, "Okay, I need to order that, honey. Get that for me." Okay.
Yeah, get that for your lady. She'll appreciate you for it.
And the lady should get that. Yeah. Now, question. So, with that, what was the next step? What was your next product line? Because you got about maybe close to 12 or 14 different products, including juices that are like, oh man, I knocked those out. I should have filed those.
That's funny, because actually the teas came later, but I'm grateful because they're really big sellers.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, those are top sellers now. I never would have believed it, but they're top sellers now. But actually, I'm gonna grab a couple items. So Total Health was my next item. There, can you see that?
Yes. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I think this is it.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a kit. So that's called the Ultimate Health Kit. So that's going to actually have the Baobab, the Total Health, and the sea moss, bladderwrack, and black seed and burdock formulation, all combined in one kit. I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can make that happen.
Hold on. Let me just get that off the screen. Hold on 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Off the screen and put
you see that? Yeah, see that little kit right here. So that kind of comes bundled up in a little kit for you, and then you can just have that.
Can you show it again? Can you show it again? I just want to make sure people get it.
The little kit here. And so that little kit actually has the Total Health, the sea moss, bladderwrack, black seed, burdock formulation, and the Baobab powder. And I don't know if you guys remember when we talked about it before. So the Total Health is like everything that your body needs as far as green foods in one day. And so you have 3 of these capsules. Actually, your appetite completely disappears.
Hold that you take 3 tablets a day?
Yeah, you take 3 capsules of these a day. You can take them all at one time. And people always go, can you take it with or without food? And they mistake this for medicine. It's not medicine. These are supplements. This is literally food. So there's nothing. And I always try to tell people, remember, There's nothing artificial in these products. There's nothing, no fillers, no anything, no additives. This is straight freeze dried superfoods. So you have, your spinach, your spirulina, your ashwagandha, you have your chlorella, you have, goodness gracious, alfalfa, kelp, schisandra, barley grass. You have just dulse. You have all sorts, dandelion. There's every single solitary kind of green foods that your body needs. So you're getting tons of your vitamins and minerals right here. And so your body recognizes it. And when your body recognizes nutrition, it stops and begins to filter all the garbage out and actually utilize the nutrition, and your body will feel the energy, your body will get the stamina, your body will start, you'll start to feel better, look better, because it takes off all the dead skin, it takes off all the dead cells internally. And then you just see the difference. Just bottom line, your body reacts to nutrition. I can't say that enough.
Wow. And that's just one of the three facts.
That's just one of the three.
Now, what is baobab or whatever, if I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I like that. You did it good. Baobab. I say baobab, baobab. In Africa,
what does that do?
Okay, in Africa it's called kuka, but this actually is a fruit powder. I don't know if you can see the back of that. It's like a little powder. You see that's powder. Now you just take a tablespoon of that and you can mix it in your tea or your juice or water or whatever you want to mix it into, your yogurt. You can make a smoothie with it. You can do anything you want to with it, but just drink it, because you talk about 1 tablespoon being a power pack of nutrition. That 1 tablespoon represents 6 oranges. That tablespoon represents the double amount of calcium that you would get in milk. It represents 2 avocados. It represents 6 apples. It represents, which is your probiotic and your prebiotic. So that's helping your upper and your lower intestines. It's helping you to manage your flatulence and all those things, and get rid of putrefied food in your system. So it's a gastronomic wonder for your intestines. And so it regulates you, right? It fills your body. It gives you more antioxidants than acai, goji, pomegranate, blueberries combined. And it's just a powerhouse. It gives you magnesium, thiamine, iron, potassium, and that's literally just 1 tablespoon of a fruit. And so, we think about, okay, if we have to pack our lunch, a lot of times we want to pack an orange, want to pack an apple, but this thing actually comes off the tree dried like this.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It comes off as powder. I actually have people right this second. My producer, I have him flown out to Africa to pick up supplies from me a couple of times a year. And he's there now. So he sent me pictures of them producing my products this morning.
Wow,
So they were taking, so the teas and stuff like that with the palm fruit and the kanimpari and the arigege and all those different garuva, all those things, all the hibiscus that's from there, not from here, the clove that's from there, not from here. The size difference is humongous. And he was just showing me how they process them. And so it's really exciting when I get that stuff. And so, and just to see them actually doing it and basically putting some people to work in Africa as well. So it's pretty nice.
That's nice. Now the third one was the Blac, I think.
Yeah, this is a capsule. These are 2 capsules a day, and it's sea moss, bladderwrack, black seed, and burdock. So these are all of your minerals, your iron, all those things like that in this power pack. And it definitely helps you because you're getting 120 minerals, and it's just amazing. So when you get all 3 of these together, you are getting everything your body truly does need on a daily basis. Now, if your body gets to be, and we'll talk about that in a minute because we have a COVID relief kit, but but so this is literally everything your body needs every single day. So if you are a person that's always in meetings and you never get a chance to eat and all you see in front of you is a slice of pizza, go ahead and eat it, because when you're taking this is taking care of everything your body needs to go forward with power. So and then so with the kit is
I'm going to show that too. Here we go.
Yeah. So, oh no, that's another one. Use the Ultimate Health Kit. The Ultimate Health Kit is $75
Oh,
online.
this Ultimate Health Kit, right?
That's the Ultimate Health Kit. It's $75 online, and that's a value of $84. So you're not having to pay shipping or taxes, and it's just a $75
Do you
straight shot
know
for you
what
to
it
have
would
all of that.
cost otherwise to
Yeah,
get that 3 for that? It wouldn't be no $75. I can tell you
no,
that.
no. So
Because
you're
they
getting,
probably want to charge you 50 for just one pack.
yeah, so you're getting a wonderful value for that price. You're getting a great value for that price. And so you can go online and they can pick it up anytime. It's fine. And you'll have it already, it's already into the website. And I also want to remind people, please understand, when I did your show last time, it was such an amazing response. And I thank every single body for all of your orders. I was just overwhelmed. I thank you for your notes of kindness, and even people sending me text messages and calling me to tell me how great the products were. It really was a wonderful, just a warm feeling to my heart, and I just thank them so much. But I also want to let you know that's like 400 orders in a week that only
Wow.
one person can feel by them. Well, myself and my assistant Graciela, we're doing all that by ourselves. And you have to remember, all this stuff is made by hand by me, literally. So
So
and I
that
make
means
this.
it means the added ingredients called love went into it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You
This
know?
that divisional melanin, yes, indeed, this magic. So it all went into this product, and so it takes a little bit of time to ship out. So most of my people did get things within 5 days or so. Some of them, it took them a couple more days than that. So I'm just going to ask that you
But
be a
under
little
the
bit patient.
circumstances, not bad. Okay, that's
Thank
all
you.
I'm saying. And especially if it's handmade too, I'd
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that's quite a bit. Now, this is how they get in touch with you: your phone number, your website, so they can order it, and also your Gmail, your
Mm-hmm,
Instagram,
mm-hmm,
which is there. Also, the Cash App too, so you can you, because I'm going to ask you also later after we see the COVID kit and the colon kit
mm-hmm.
about how were you able to do this without, because sometimes they're investors or trying to get money from a bank. Now, you and I could go to a bank and get a loan, ask for a loan for like 30, 40,000. I'm told no. But if I say I need 30, 40,000 so we can go to Disney World and have a good time, I'll probably get it because the airlines gets it,
Yeah,
Disney World gets it,
yeah,
hotels get it,
yeah,
um, restaurants, gift
yeah.
shops, and then we come back and still got to pay that money back and not use to invest. So I think it's pretty good. So
It's
let's
so
deal
good.
with the other products. This is great. This is
So we
really,
have
really
the,
great.
yeah, it's no burning. So now we have the COVID relief kit. Oh, I don't know if they're
Can I
falling
show
over
this
here.
a second? I want to
Yeah,
show this is what the
there you
COVID.
go. That's better. Yeah, the COVID relief kit. So that came about, of course, during COVID because all of my clients were calling me, asking me about what they could use to get rid of, COVID symptoms and things of that nature. So actually, I ended up creating that lung tincture, and it first actually started off as a tea. And it was pretty strong. It was called strong lung tea for a reason. It was pretty strong, but it knocked, but it knocked out that COVID. I tell you the truth, because people were having problems breathing, and so
Yeah.
so yeah, so I created that strong lung tea for a reason, and within 2 days they were back to normal, and that was from ages 5 to 85. I had full households that were combating, are fighting with COVID, and so they were coming over and picking up the stuff and finding out that it worked. And so then I even had an uncle of mine, and he called my mother for prayer, and then my mother called me and said he wants you to pray with him. I said, okay, no problem, I'll call him and pray with him. And so I called him to pray with him. He told me what the problem was. I told him that I had these products I would give him. I told him, he says, well, I don't want you to come in and infect yourself. I'm like, I'll be fine. And so I drove over, opened the trunk, handed him the products, and left. And I talked to him on the phone to tell him how to work through the products. He said, oh, I feel so much better, but I still can't breathe. I said, okay, well, I hadn't actually gotten the strong lung tea quite yet, and it was still steeping. Like it was still like, I'd had it and it was just kind of sitting. Well, I didn't think about it. It was actually turning itself into a tincture. So he says, I'm having trouble breathing. I said, well, I am not a healthcare professional. Let's get it straight.
Yeah.
Go to your doctor. So I said, please go to your doctor. He said, but I feel good. I said, go to your doctor. Well, when he went, they wouldn't even let him go back to his car to get his phone. They rushed him straight to the emergency, and he went to ICU. So only I went to the ICU and I gave him the tincture. He actually left out of intubation 4 days later, and the doctor was asking him, what have you been doing? And he told him what I gave him. And he was like, well, I can't believe that it actually worked. You're one of the few people that's in this place that leave here.
Wow.
So, so in fact, I don't know if you guys know Michael Strahan. You're Strayhorn.
Yes, I'm Strayhorn. He's Strahan.
Right. So I have can get a little confusing, but apparently a friend of mine, one of my friends, Mr. Tyson, he knows her, and he told her about my products. And so she called and she requested products for breathing. So I sent her the products, the product line that I showed, which is the COVID relief kit basically. And so she got it, and she called me on the phone and she asked me about them. And I told her exactly how to take, the tincture. And so she took the tincture and she goes, I actually can breathe. And she said, that's this. I've been having a real hard time breathing. And so she said, I can't believe I'm actually breathing. And it was within moments of her, swallowing the tincture down with that little warm shot glass of water. And she was just shocked. And I told her, I said, well, when he came to me, he was with the grapply throat and he couldn't really breathe that well either. And I said, and I just gave him a little shot glass with warm water, put the tincture in and let him drink it. And he also took a couple of the mucus capsules. And I said, and later that evening, when we got to our second destination, he was talking very clearly and happily. And I said, oh, did you notice how well you sound? And he was like, you know what? I didn't think about it, but you're right. I'm much better. I said, exactly.
Yeah, in other words, it was very natural where he should be. And you know what's very interesting at this time, because supposedly, at least I'm hearing here in New York, there's this rash again of this so-called breathing thing that's going around again. Yeah. And they even talked about dogs having problems breathing. I said dogs too. So, because they got a lot of dog owners in New York City. I don't know about the rest of the world, but
that's true.
I just thought it was very interesting. So now what about the mucus cleansing? Tell us about that. That's part of the COVID kit.
Yeah. So so you already know about the total health and you know about the lung tincture. So the mucus relief actually, it takes out all the mucus, the excess mucus in the body. The body's just going to always have some level of mucus in it.
Well, that's what Dr. Sebi talked about all the time, that a lot of the diseases we have is because of mucus buildup.
Correct. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. So, sure. So it's true. It's very true. The mucus buildup is a problem. That's really the source of all of your sicknesses and your diseases. And so when you strip all the mucus out of the body, you're able to really give your body a better chance at being healthy. It actually helps your cells. It helps everything to regulate itself. So, so the mucus clearing formula was actually created for that purpose. A lot of people that have allergy issues, that have problems at night breathing and sleeping because they're stopped up and things of that nature, when they take this, they're shocked at how quickly the product performs. And it performs quickly because there's nothing added. All those additives have to go into the system and figure out how to, it's like chelated and things of that nature. Chelated rather. So, it has to break down. This doesn't. It goes straight in doing its job, and it's a power pack.
So this would help people. There's this thing where people sleep at night with that little breathing thing they have to put. I forgot what they call that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now you got me on that one. I can't think of the
but they have to put it to their nose to help them breathe at night and whatnot.
Yeah. More than likely, if they took these two together, they would never have a problem breathing anymore.
All right, good. Now, how much does that
So
say?
the COVID kit does. I mean, you actually helped me to explain this better than I explained it myself, because truly the kit does more than just relieve COVID. It actually does quite a bit of relief from any type of mucus, breathing, allergies, you name it. And so the only difference in the COVID kit when you're taking the total health is that instead of taking the 3 capsules, you'll go up to 9 in 24 hours. So you're going to take 3 capsules 3 times a day. And then that next day, you're going to be back to normal.
Now, the instructions come with that on the back?
They do.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Now there's one you got called the colon combo. Tell us about these.
Okay, the complete colon combo, that's comprised of, the blessed colon, the fit gut, and the fit detox. So that actually works. That's a 30-day regime that you're going to use. It's $100 down from $120, but it's a 30-day product that you're going to use. So you're going to have all 3 of the.
Can you take out one at a time and talk about it?
Sure, yeah, sure, no problem.
I enjoyed this. Yeah. I enjoyed the way you break it.
Well, these are all 3, as you saw. So anyway, so we're gonna go with the fit, the blessed colon first. The blessed colon is on its own a normal 30-day colon cleanse. It's an upper and lower colon cleansing. It's not hard on the body. So, and I'll say that about all of my products. Nothing is actually hard on the body where, like if you're taking Senna, where it really
reactions or something.
Yeah, where you're like, oh my God, I can't get in the car, or I better wait for the weekend to take this because I can't leave my house. No, all of this stuff, you can take it and go. And you'll be perfectly fine. So, you can have the products, and so anyway, so this one is going to have Cascara Sagrada, Prodigiosa, ginger, blessed thistle, rhubarb, sapo, and huaco. So it's really, really a great product to cleanse the upper and lower colon. And again, that's a 30-day formula. So now you're adding the fit gut. We talked about this before. The fit gut is a worm and parasite purgative. So now you're adding that to the regime. So not only are you cleaning out the garbage in the colon, but now you're also cleaning out the parasites and the worms and their larvae. So you're getting everything, and that's a 30 days. And then you have the fit detox.
Now, how many capsules do they take of that one? The gut or gut fit?
Okay, this one is 3 capsules
a day.
And then this one is going to be twice a day. So you're going to have 3 in the morning and 3 at night. If I'm not mistaken.
No, which one is that again? Which one is that you just said 3 in the morning?
I'm sorry. So the blessed colon is a morning and evening capsulation. So you're going to have, and then you're going to have the fit gut. That's going to be 3 a day. And then you're going to have the fit detox. And the fit detox is actually a detox cleanse for the adrenal, the liver, the kidney. It also helps to, this is actually formulated for relieving your body of anesthesia, because we talked about it before. Anesthesia stays in the body for 15 or more years because
are you serious?
Yeah, because it's very foreign to the body. And you would think like if you ate too much, maybe, grease or something, you just go to the bathroom and poop it out or something. But this is so foreign, it just kind of like it floats and then it just kind of sticks and it stays, and then it causes problems like brain fog and inflammation and things of that nature. So you wind up with things like arthritis and stuff like that, not knowing where it's really coming from, because it actually causes the mucus to just begin to go haywire and wrap itself up in it. So this formula is actually created just for that. Excuse me, guys.
No,
My
no,
grandchildren are
you
coming
keep it
in.
real. It's okay. I have no problem with that.
Hi, guys.
I got another present.
You did? Say hi. Come just say hi. I'm on telly, so say hello.
Hi, young
Hello.
man. How are you?
Say hi. There you
Hi.
go. I'll talk to you in just a minute, okay? Okay.
Honey, it's nothing like family. It's nothing.
Yeah, they're just coming in from school.
Yeah.
So, and yesterday was your birthday. They were 4 years old yesterday.
The big old 4, right?
The big 4. So, so yeah. So the Fit Detox is great for that. It really does. It has the Panax. It has cordyceps, rhodiola, rail jelly, licorice, kelp, hyssop, and red clover. So it really does a lot for the body. You talk about drug removal. So it actually can remove the street drugs as well as prescription drugs that you're trying to eradicate from your body as well. Again, like
what's
I said, a
interesting?
lot of the Mhm.
Excuse me, because I was going to say I found out in the research that the third leading cause of death, other than cancer and heart attacks or whatever, is medical prescriptions and medical errors.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So you want to just be able to cleanse that stuff out of your body. This is a great power pack to do it. When I say it's a 1-2 punch for the colon, it really will kickstart your wellness. It'll put you in high gear with your wellness. And I can't say enough good things about it.
I know there's some other products you make that you haven't, like those wonderful teas. You got something also for men when they having their own challenges and stuff like that. You got a pack of that to show?
I do. Let's see here.
No, we got to for the brothers now.
Yes,
I look out for the
yes,
brothers.
Did you like that stuff? So this is King Power Blend, you guys.
Hold on, no comment. No comment. Hold on. Okay.
King's Power Blend. This is King's Power Blend, guys. So King's Power Blend, the men truly do love this. This actually is a runaway seller. I never thought that I would sell so much.
No, you got to put that closer to the Ben can see that. There you go. There you go.
You go. You don't see my face, you see that. So, I mean, this stuff is a runaway hit, and for a good reason. The gyms, I sell it to a lot of gyms. I sell it to
really
the clinics as well, but mostly to the gyms. The men at the gym love this product because it actually helps to build their muscles. So their muscle mass is actually rebuilt. It helps them with their stamina. So they actually get more endurance, more stamina. And also, we're here on a free platform, I'm assuming. Yes. So I can say this clearly. American men consume far too much sugar. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that until my ex-husband, who's Nigerian, said so. And
really interesting.
Mm-hmm. And he told me that. And he says, American men consume too much sugar. And I said, really? And he said, the Nigerians don't really eat a lot of sugar. And he said, and their erectile situation is always stronger than American males. Well, doing the research, I found that to be a truth. Once I created this product.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I had some men that were coming for foot detoxes back when I was doing the foot detoxes. I was doing ionic foot detoxes. And they were asking me, they were saying, oh, if you got something for this, you'll really have a good
I know how we men are. I know how we are.
And I was like,
really? Too,
So when they said that, I was like, okay, if that's the truth, I'm going to figure something out. So I made it and I offered it to them. And they kept coming back for more. And it just became a runaway hit because their erectile dysfunction issues, have been alleviated. So no longer with the blue pill, they just take a couple of these on a daily basis and they're good to go. And they're happier because it's not just something that's a hit and miss. This is actually their natural reaction to femininity on a normal basis, and they're really grateful that they have it.
I like that. I like how you put that. Wow. This is just amazing, these products. And all of this you thought and put together yourself. How did you go about saying, okay, I'm going to make this a business. I'm going to do this and do it on your own.
You know what?
I mean, if you don't mind sharing
When
some of the things to encourage
no,
women,
no,
because there are a
when
lot
you
of women that are developing things out here on this planet too, and in this Live with Lloyd family. So
yeah,
you'll
you know what?
them to how to maybe, okay, I've got a product or service and I need to get started. So what would
Right. Well, okay, so I was listening to Pharrell a couple of days ago. He said that so what you're saying is I'm saying this to say that you're right on track. He said that what's coming in 2024 is what he said. He said we as brown and copper colored people have to galvanize our efforts to take care of each other. He said we have to begin to buy from each other, find out where we are and what we make and what we sell and buy from each other and uplift each other. Well, my culture is to uplift humanity. I always believe in it. So whenever you get 32 years of serving the public, I'm pretty good at serving the public.
Mhm,
First Class International is real, and I did that for
mhm,
32 years.
mhm,
So I know
mhm.
exactly how to serve the public. But when I didn't know what I was going to do, I used to year by year, every 5 years or so, it would come into my head, how do I jump off this thing? How do I jump off this merry-go-round? Because you get used to a steady check and it gets comfortable,
Yes,
but
of
your
course.
body's getting older. And also you're like, okay, so I'm not really doing something to uplift humanity. I may be serving, but this is not really all I'm built to do. And like I said, when God calls, you answer, or you should. And
Mhm.
so for me, he called me. He called me and told me, stop right here in Sao Paulo and learn this stuff. So when everybody else is going to do all this other stuff, I'm in, classes learning. I'm actually just learning my craft. And then when I said yes, I would do this, it was like having a laser focus. I took away all the blinders. I didn't talk about what I was doing to other people. It was so quick, so quick, so quick, so quick. It moved at rapid pace. I didn't even realize that I was going to quit I just remember going to a thing at in Chicago. That's the headquarters of United Airlines. And the
Mhm.
guy there, the president of the company at the time, with 2019, he said, I don't know who's their president now, but he just said, hey, everybody, raise your hand if you ever had a 9 to 5. Well, that was pretty much everybody. And then he said, well, let me tell you, all the rumors are true. You're going to be working with less product on the airplane. You're going to be working with less flight attendants on the airplane. And we do expect for you to do the same job or better.
Whoa, so he's telling you in advance that they're about to cut.
We about to cut you guys down and we're about to beat you up, and we expect for you to smile and take it. And then when he said that, he followed up with saying, and if you don't like it, you can go back to your 9 to 5.
Wow, that's really nice of him.
Wasn't it? And so I couldn't understand why everybody was they left out of there applauding and taking pictures with this man and drinking the cocktails and the wine and dancing, and people were literally spinning on the floor. And I mean, I was like, is there something in the air? Is there something that they're drinking? Because this is very abnormal behavior for somebody to tell you that they're going to make a slave out of you, and you should be excited about it. And
Yeah.
they're actually excited about it. And so I heard in my heart, this is the last time you'll be here. And when I heard that, I simply said one thing. I said, Father, if this is my last go here, I would really like to be able to see Gisela. And there was a girl, her name was Gisela. She was my very first roommate. She was older than me when I started, because I started as a little girl, as a young girl. I wasn't even 21. And she took me in, and she was like my big sister. And I wouldn't have made it that first couple of months except she was there.
Mhm.
And after about 6 months, she left, and she flew off to Hawaii or somewhere. I never saw her again. So for 32 years, I never saw her anymore. And I couldn't even find her phone number. And so I was like, I would just really like to see her again. And I just said that in my heart. And I'm just giving this story so that people can understand where I come from and how I connect with the source. And so that whole night played out, and I was sitting around the fire by the hotel with some friends, and I said, I'm not going to be here much longer. And we toasted with a glass of champagne. And I said good night, and I got up and I left. The next day, we were getting ready to leave. We had a class, and they were packing our lunch, and we were going to go back to the airport. And we did all that, and we got herded up on the buses. And so I was sitting in the bus, kind of leaning, looking out the window. And the bus was about to take off, and it stopped, and the doors opened up, and somebody got on the microphone, and they started talking. And though I wasn't looking, I instantly recognized her voice.
Wow.
I recognized her voice. And I turned around and I looked, and I saw this woman standing there, and it was like she never aged. And when I looked at her, she winked at me, and she kept talking, and she put the microphone down, and she said goodbye to us, and she got off of the bus. And I was like, so you heard me. So this is real. So I'm actually about to exit this company. You're going to have to tell me what I'm supposed to do. So that was that. And when I got to the airport, I went to grab a pizza to take with me on the flight. And she walked into the little pizza place, and I said, I can't believe, she said, I've been following you. And we sat down, and it just shared, and we caught up, and I got a chance to see her. And that was the end of it. And I said, Father, whatever you want me to do, I'm willing to do it. That's when I picked up the phone, made a phone call, and made my exit strategy, and started my retirement routine. And they said, well, at this date, this is your point of no return. So in any time from this point, you can just go ahead back to your job and pretend none of this conversation ever happened.
Really?
I just kept pushing forward.
Really?
Yes. And I kept pushing forward. But once I got to that no return date, it was a wrap. And I had to square my heart with it, and I was good with it. So that was it. And I took a quick business course to try to understand certain things about business, because I'm the first person in my family that ever owned a business. And I went to my first event in November, on November 6th, where I had to showcase my stuff at the Tri-City Tri-County Chamber of Commerce event. And I had the biggest table. I had the biggest turnout. I was really shocked because I was so new, and I didn't have an elevator speech together. I'd have to stare at my products and kind of remember everything I knew.
Yeah, because it came from within.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then, they had me walking around talking to people, and it was just a banner day. My daughter was with me, and I was elated, and it was a really great day, and it was a really great start to this. And then so that happened in November. Then March, all of a sudden the whole world closed and shut down. And I was struggling to make it, but I had an assistant that was helping me, build out my products and helping me with service. I had my daughter, whom I was employing. I was employing this lady. I was employing a couple other people. So I took care of 4 households, and the Father just always made a way. I've had wonderful friends who pushed my products for me. I have lovely friends and family who told other people that told other people, and so on and so on. And then I started thinking I need to figure out how to get out, because I'm really an introvert. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm much of an introvert. I like being alone. I like being quiet. And I'm really kind of, I get annoyed by big crowds of people, even though I flew around in a tin can with all these people for all these years. I get nervous around crowds. But when the Creator tells you to do something, He builds in you everything that you have to make it. And so He taught me my elevator speech. He taught me how to do certain things and get out there. I might be sweating, my face, whatever. But once I start talking about my products, I just get so passionate because it's real and they do work. And I'm so thankful that I'm just this vessel that He allowed to do this. And guess what? There are so many other vessels. I am only one herbalist of many, and I don't even know everything about every herb. I know about what I know, but there are people all over the United States, all over the world, that come from lines of herbalists back in their antiquity. So if you, I mean, and some of them know that. They know when they touch a plant, what it'll do. They know when they taste something, what's in it and why it is. They know how to heal themselves without going to a drug shelf at Walgreens or Rite Aid.
Those are the saviors of the world.
They are, and he's not the only Sabi, is not the only
No.
person. They may have killed him, but guess what? Just as the Egyptians tried to kill us many years ago, we just keep multiplying and multiplying. So as he died off, many of us popped up to replace him, because we have to be everywhere, because we are a chosen people, a chosen priesthood, a chosen generation, a chosen everything. This brown matters, and they're trying to extinct it. And we have to have people that are willing to.
It's not going to happen. I can tell you.
It will never happen. It will never happen. It can't.
No,
it can't. But we have to have stuff in place to make sure that we're okay. So the herb is literally for the healing of the nation. The fruit is for its food. My grandchildren are not even meat eaters. They are by choice fruitarians, by choice. You can't really put food in front of them that normal mainstream burgers and hot dogs, and they'll look at you and say, no, thank you. And they're but they've been doing this since they were born. They have an extremely small palette of food, and most of it is fruit and grains. They literally tell you, give me the purple juice. What's the purple juice? Purple juice is elderberry and echinacea. That's what they want to drink. Or they'll say, give me the green juice. The green juice is barley grass. It mixed with apple juice. Or they'll say, can I have the baobab? And I'll go, yeah. And I make them a baobab juice. So they have a bottle of baobab juice. And I actually have created a line of kuka juice just for them, because it's a thing. It's an actual drink. Then, people want orange juice. They don't want it.
Now that sounds like a new product line for children.
It is. It's in the works already. Coming soon.
To a neighborhood near you, right?
Coming soon to a store near you. Absolutely. So those are items that I do. And I'm telling you, this generation, they came out of the womb only wanting fruit and grains. They are not interested in garbage. They really are not. And they're bigger and stronger than most people's children. Let me
ask you this in the remaining moments that we have. I noticed that when shopping now or in stores, or you pick up packages, they say bioengineered ingredients. Do you know what that is? What that means?
Yeah, that's lab production. That's lab production. That means it's been altered from its normal, They had a guy that was on a show, and he was showing lab made fruit, and it actually had a heartbeat. And they were actually like, yeah, it was creepy. And they were actually injecting these fruit with human cells. So, really? Yeah. And then he made the comparison of this one animated movie where this guy was running, and all the fruit were running after him, trying to gobble him up. And it was like, they were kind of giving you a sort of a hint of bioengineered products. So we have to be very careful when you start talking about bioengineered things, because those are man-made. They've been man-altered. Most everything, if it doesn't have a seed, I just tell people, don't buy it, don't eat it. So I go out of my way. Go ask mommy. I go out of my way to make sure that the fruit that we bring into the house.
Don't worry about it. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
He just hurt his little knee. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I go out of my way to make sure that the fruit has seeds. And even when you go to health food stores, most of the grapes that are there will have seedless written on them.
Yeah. I know that things have to have seeds. They're almost giving the impression that seeds is not a good thing, but when you plant a seed, that's how things grow.
Correct. But see, now they're even making the fruit so that it won't reproduce itself. That's a problem, because even the Bible tells you to eat the fruit with the seeds. It literally tells you eat the fruit with the seeds. And in fact, grape seeds alone has an extreme beneficial health property for the body. You can buy grape seed powder and add it to your foods for just an absorption of wonderful nutrition. and health benefits. So
Also, watermelon seeds too, believe it or not.
Watermelon seeds are amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and you see, what do? They start making little mini bite-sized watermelons and things of that nature with no seeds in it and
Yeah,
little
that's
ones.
weird because I'm
It's
used to
very
spitting them
odd.
out. You know, you eat, then you spit them out to see how far you can spit them out when you was a
Right.
kid.
Right. But you know, with the papaya seed, the watermelon seed, apple seeds, grape seeds, not so many. You can have apple seeds, but not so many because it does have there's a strychnine, I believe it has a little small trace of it. But yeah, but you want to have those items. You can, when you grind them down, it actually tastes like pepper. So you can actually sprinkle that over your food and ingest it in your body for great nutritional value.
We're gonna have to have you back again. We got to create a diet month or something, a diet week. Seriously, this is amazing. And to my viewers, I haven't even looked at the comment sections. Y'all got to forgive me. I mean, Denise had me so engrossed because health is very important. I've always been conscious of health because that's all you got. That's all
you got. That's all you got. And the old people used to tell you that body's all you got. Take good care of it. And when you get older, they always say, just keep living. You know, when you're younger doing all this wacky stuff, they'll say, just keep living, because you're going to realize you need that body and you take really good care of yourself. It's your body's all you have. And if you can't take care of your body, you can't take care of anybody else. It's true.
Well, let me tell you, these are some of the products that you need to get from Miss Denise, Master Herbologist. And those are that's her phone number there. Please call her. A website. I'm going to be calling you. I need to place an order for everything. And listen, excuse me. We haven't even talked about the teas.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, real quick. So we have the little 6-pack.
Hold on, let me put it full on you. Okay, there you go.
There's a little 16 ounce of the remedy tea, and then also have a 16 ounce of the tree of life. Also, we have the gallon containers of the remedy tea and the tree of life tea.
The remedy is great. I add some cayenne pepper to mine.
Oh, that's a really great idea. Some tahini, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I don't be joking.
Cool.
I don't be joking.
Cool. So yeah, and so actually, so I do ship all this stuff, and I do know I had a couple of boo-boos last time. I think they weren't being sealed properly last time. So I want you to know, all of my people that did ship last time, I replaced everything. That whenever they let me know what happened with their shipment, I was really quick with fixing the problems, and everybody was really thrilled with what they received. So we fixed the problem permanently. So if you're shipping, if you're requesting us to ship out your teas, they'll come perfectly. But the remedy tea, just by the way, the remedy tea is that all African formulation of arigege, garuva, kanimpiri, hibiscus and clove. And so a lot of these things are not going to translate to English language for you, but that particular tea in West Africa, up in the what's it called, Kanu and Kaduna, people actually stand in line wrapped around the corner to get into the market to buy those ingredients to make that tea. And I'm going to tell you that does actually heal cancer, diabetes, and hypertension. And so when I drink it, it gives me a boost in my day. It makes me feel stronger in my day. And it tastes really good too.
I know. It does. It does. I felt real bad when I ran out. I said, oh man. I gotta order some more.
Yeah, I have to send you some. So it does work. And then actually I even add the baobab powder to that tea, and it truly gives you a power pack of nutrition and energy. So it really is a healing tea for sure. That in Africa only the wealthy can afford, but here you can definitely afford to heal yourself naturally.
Now, question: Is this the correct Cash App with the J on the end?
Yes.
Okay, so the Cash App is $832441525J.
Correct.
All right, just making sure. That's making sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
if you can hold on a second, I just have to make a couple of announcements, and I will be right back. I promise you.
Sounds great.
Okay? Yeah, please hold on, because I
Okay.
want you to kind of end the show. Hold on
Okay.
one second.
All
I
right.
want to let you know that tomorrow I'm going to. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors. Manifest on Purpose with Miss
Money's there.
Kimberly. Definitely, without question, please go to the podcast of Google, Apple, uh, Spotify. Please go to those. And she is sponsoring the show. Very new, but I thank her very much for that. Also, my brother King Simon, very, very much for sponsoring. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on. I don't know who came up with this title of Three Wise Men, but I'm going to be on Hank Rising's son's show. His show on YouTube is called Magnets, Crystals, and Pyramids. I'll be on at 7. They said 6, but it's going to actually be 7 p.m. tomorrow. That's going to be myself, Phil Valentine, and Ross Ben. I know these two are giants. I don't know why they put my name first, but it's okay. But I don't know who they came up with the Three Wise Men too. But I'll be on there tomorrow. Please pick up a free copy of my newsletter. Um, December issue is out. Also, for those of you, when you see sections of my show brought up, like with relationships and taking men taking out, women going out with men for dinner and stuff, all this broken into sections here on TikTok. So you can get that in an abbreviated version. And also, if you really want to learn how I do what I do, you can register for the class on TikTok as well. And for those of you who don't like to read anymore, but listen, you can get my audiobook Numbers and You. Or, in fact, I've had Denise on my podcast when she first came on the show a couple of months ago. So if you want to hear the original interview to why she got all those orders, I hope she gets double the amount of orders now. It was on the podcast. Okay. So everybody, I want to thank you. But before I do, a parting word, dear. This is great. Now I got to order some stuff. I'm going to call you. I know your grandchildren are there, but you let me know the best time to call you so I can. In fact, I might call you as soon as we hang up and just place my
Okay.
order right quick. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Get that out the way. And
Okay.
okay, your closing words, please, dear.
Well, okay. So again, your health is your wealth. So if you're willing to spend money on, what I've been told is you have money for what you want to have money for, time for what you want to have time for. Make sure that you take care of your body. Buy what's necessary for your body. Support Black businesses, support women businesses, and all over the country, wherever you can find us, buy our products. This stuff works. I know it for certain, and it'll work for you. And I love you, and thank you so much.
That is so cool. Listen, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was great. And to my viewers, please forgive me. There were over 100 reviews or over 100 and something comments. I didn't look at any of them. I was so engrossed in trying to get the information so people can understand what's happening. But the best response is that they respond to you by ordering the products that can be of a great benefit to themselves and to their families and to their
Correct.
loved ones.
Correct. And they can always call if they need a consultation. The number's there on the screen, so you can call. I thought I'd be able to answer some questions, but we didn't get there. But maybe next time. So
No, there will be a next time, and we'll talk more about the tea.
maybe next time. Yeah, just
Okay.
write the questions down and we can knock them off, or you can call me on the phone and ask your question directly to me. I'm there.
And maybe by that time you'll have developed your product line for the children.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Definitely.
good. Denise,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. This is nice. This is nice. Everybody, I want to thank you. Please subscribe and go to visit her website. Place your orders now. This way you'll start the year of 2024 on a good foot as far as health is concerned. Because the chapter in my book says you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, it don't mean nothing. If you call 911 now and they pick you up, I think they charge you about $900 to $1,200 just to come and get you to take you to the hospital. Okay, so for far less than that, all you got to do is order Miss Denise's products. Okay, and save yourself a lot of wear and tear and health and everything. Denise, thank you, dear. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, I want you to all have a very good day. Take good care, a great weekend, and I will see you next week. And I think my topic is going to be on numerology and gift giving. Okay, because this is a time where we all have gifts and whatnot. And I think I'm going to talk about that. What particular signs or numbers would like what particular gifts. So that's going to be featured on this coming Monday. All righty, everybody, have a nice day until then. Bye.